Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel and hello from Larnaca in Cyprus. Beautiful weather, over 30 degrees Celsius and soaking in the sun and vitamin D. Great feeling. I just want to tell you that I will be giving you the updates and the time about our meetup on Saturday. This will be on Saturday, so maybe tomorrow. What is tomorrow? Friday. I give you the exact time, but I am considering there is this very cool place right here. What is the name? The secret garden, because there is like an area you actually can go behind this gate, through this gate, and you have very nice like a garden cafe on the back. So probably we're gonna meet here, and I don't think there will be many of you, so this should be all right, but I will let you know tomorrow, guys, okay, as far as the meetup and the timing of it. Anyway, while I was traveling, three main characters in this movie have been playing their parts. So we had Volodymyr, as always. Volodymyr is never stopping to play his parts. Then we had Dugopis and we had Pinocchio. So three characters, let me see if we can go there. Three characters are very active in this political movie that we are watching. And of course, you know, because this is not the latest news, this is from about 2 days ago, what Morawiecki said. And I will read to you what he said, and I will read to you what Duda said, because it's very, very interesting. And again, I will give you my comment later on, because still some people don't get it. They really think this is happening. This is for real, it's serious business, and they don't like each other. So breaking this down, the main question of this video is Duda, Dugopis, still BFF with Volodymyr Zelensky? Are they BFFs or they are not? Before I read you the news, put it in the comments down below, everyone. Put it in the comments. Tell me, what do you think? Is it just a Muppet show? Or is this really a karmic relationship? Okay, let's get to the article. You will have the links as always in the description box down below this video. Duda was asked a few questions about Ukraine and about Volodymyr and their friendship. Volodymyr Zelensky said on Tuesday during a speech at the United Nations headquarters in New York that the grain situation was a thriller and that some people are helping to prepare the stage for the Moscow actor and playing solidarity in political theater. So this is what he said. I will comment after. I hear that supposedly in Ukraine, my words, this is Duda now, sorry, I didn't tell you. This is Duda now talking about Zelensky's words. I hear that supposedly in Ukraine, my words, where I spoke about a drowning man, were translated as drowning. This is a fundamental semantic difference, the President Andrzej Duda said. So you remember when he said this, in Polish we say tonący brzytwy się chwyta. So the man who is drowning is so desperate that he even reaches out for the razor just to pull himself out of the depths of that water. So when he said this in a context of Ukraine, he said that Ukraine is like a drowning man that is reaching out for any form of support, right? And that was really offensive to Ukraine in this show, okay? It was really offensive because they are not drowning. Definitely they are not drowning. So he clarified that, and then he said, as we sometimes say, other satans, evils, are playing here. Some probably went to lead a very deep dispute, certainly not for the benefit of Ukraine and Poland, he stressed. I was thinking, you know how they do this? Sorry, I'm jumping straight to my comments in here, because that's what they do. They tell you the agenda. They tell you what they're gonna do. Like, even using those words as examples. Satan, yeah, other Satans. Like, they are projecting other Satans, not us, not Dugopis, Morawiecki, and Volodymyr. No, other Satans are playing here. Some probably went to lead a very deep dispute. Certainly not for the benefit of Ukraine and Poles. Oh, so this is the third party situation involved in this. Oi, oi, oi. No bueno, no bueno. Not loyal. But it's because of the Satans. Okay. Duda, what else he said? Duda was also asked by TVN, this is the TV station, TVN journalist, about the lack of meeting with Volodymyr. Like, perché no? At the United Nations Summit. Почему нет? Volodymyr, ну давай, let's meet. If the Ukrainian side reported such a demand, this meeting could take place. This is what he said. If the Ukrainian side reported such a demand, this meeting could take place. Of course, the atmosphere became tense after Zelensky's speech, he explained. Ukrainians should approach our situation with greater understanding. I'm telling you, Duda's backbone is like... What was the song? Sia, what was the song about? I forgot. It's not a steel, it was another thing. I'm sorry guys, forgot the type of material that is like... I forgot. Put in the comments down below. By the way, his backbone is not even steel, it's more than steel. I forgot it. Forgot the name, sorry. So, when asked if Zelensky is still his friend, here is the most important part. Duda replied, of course. I will talk to him as soon as I have the opportunity, but certainly not in the light of cameras, Duda said. Private. Yay, but why private, Duda? Make it public. Make it public. I mean, if we're doing this show, let's have some fun. Let's have some show, no? Let's have some show, like, you know, those debates they have before the presidential elections and stuff. They throw mud on one another, and then behind the curtains they're like, hey, how did it go? Good, yes, okay, cool. Okay, I continue. Duda's words. The words of the Prime Minister Morawiecki, don't forget Pinocchio, were interpreted as badly as possible, commented Duda on Pinocchio's, this is my, on Morawiecki's statement that Poland is no longer arming Ukraine, but it's arming itself. I will finish with Duda and then we go back to the exact words of Morawiecki Pinocchio. The Prime Minister said, this is coming from Duda, we will not transfer new equipment purchased as part of the modernization of the Polish army. End of quote by Morawiecki. That's how I understood this, Duda said. So Duda gave his interpretation of what Morawiecki said, and this is the right way how everyone should understand what Morawiecki said. I hope you're like following my thoughts today. I'm tired, you know, red-eyed flight, that's why kind of brain is... The day before yesterday, so this is like 2 days ago, I spoke with, this is good, listen. The day before yesterday, I spoke with President Biden, and I think the relationship is good, meaning with Biden. We understand each other perfectly. Huh? Okay? We understand each other perfectly. Oh my goodness. This is kind of scary. If they understand each other perfectly, yeah. Yes, okay. So, Now let's go to Morawiecki's words, and then I have one more information because we have to go back to the source. What Morawiecki said. Let's change the location so you don't get bored. Okay, here, maybe, no, there. Morawiecki words, exactly, from Pinocchio's mouth. As far as support is concerned, we will certainly maintain the transit of Ukrainian goods. We will certainly not risk Ukrainian security. Therefore, our hub in Rzeszów, Rzeszów is the name of the city in Poland, where all the military equipment goes. That airport, you know, that is like, I think they already closed it for renovation. Therefore, our hub in Rzeszów, in agreement with the Americans and NATO, still plays the same role as it played. If I were to look for something to justify, meaning Ukraine, it would be only what we all know very well, that Ukraine is defending itself against a bestial Russian attack, and we understand that this attack creates a completely unprecedented situation, one that we have not faced since the Second World War. So this was from Morawiecki. The following words were crucial. Now those words were crucial because this went viral, right, all around the world. Oh my God, what is Poland doing? And people still think Poland is really doing this. Just hold on. I'm gonna tell you in a second what I think. I mean, I'm not an expert. It's just someone who really looks at this and uses my intuition. Yes, it can be off sometimes, especially in those topics, right? But I have a sense that I am into something true. These are the words. We no longer transfer any weapons to Ukraine because we are now arming ourselves with the most modern weapons. If you don't want to defend yourself, busy area now. If you don't want to defend yourself, you have to have something to defend yourself. Okay, I'm just quoting. Moment, my notes, my glasses. Poland, as one of the few, if not the only NATO country, gave Ukraine. Okay, that's the end with Morawiecki. Now, this is from Defense24, the portal, the military portal, official military portal in Poland, that put out the article that you will have in the link down below in regards to Morawiecki's statement. And in this article, which I think it's a good thing to bring to you guys, was mentioned how much Poland really helped Ukraine as far as the equipment. So, Poland, as one of the few, if not the only NATO country, gave Ukraine equipment that de facto served in the first line. Of the 861 officially owned tanks, 294 to 354 were sent to Ukraine, including the PT-91, named Twardy, that means hard in English. The I don't know any of this. Okay, I'm just reading you this equipment. I don't understand this. The refurbished T-72M1/M1R and the newer Leopard 2. This is approximately 40% of our Polish resources in this segment. To this can also be added up 150 IFV-1S, about 54 crops, which is over 60% of our then state, up to 20 grads, or from 8 to 14 MiG-29. So those are all the military equipment. Yes, I'm sure ammunition and other things to people. How about people? Not to mention the millions of... Sorry, am I writing? Not to mention the millions of commission counted or estimated in terms of thousands of weapons and shoulder launchers. Sorry, very, very big apologies for the last sentence. This is my absolute disaster reading this. But you have the link in the description box, so I have no shame. I'm sorry. Yes, I just read how I wrote down, but of course it's not correctly. You can find this in the description box. So, how I see this, before I go to the last topic, I see this way, guys. There are, in my opinion, and I haven't been watching anyone's channel lately, to be honest, and listening to other people's opinions at all. So this is coming from me watching this situation. Actually, Maciek I watched, so that's the only one, but he didn't talk about this. Anyway, to the point. This is a show, okay? This is arranged. Now, how this show is going to unfold and be presented to the audience, that's a different story. What will be the grand finale of this show? That's a different story. But this is not genuine conflict between two countries. I really want to emphasize my opinion. Again, I'm not trying to implement my opinion on any one of you. I respect everyone's opinion, and by all means, you don't have to share it. In my opinion, this is staged. This is not authentic. This is not real. This is simply and strictly, mainly 90%, if not more, about the election that's going to take place in Poland. However, now I see there is a second part of it, that this might mean Poland, after the elections to Parliament, October 15th, right, might actually go into Ukraine. I don't know how this will be, but I feel this is exactly what Volodymyr and Duda want. This is not like Volodymyr doesn't want it, this is all arranged, okay? It just looks very crazy when you think about it, how they're gonna play it out, but this is something that is going to play out. It's going to play out. So definitely the main focus here is for Law and Justice to win the election, because such a sudden shift in the approach to the country, that they have been draining their own country and their own citizens just to support the drowning man that is not drowning. That just doesn't make sense. So why they are doing this? Because they want some people to not use their thinking, their critical thinking. People don't follow this stuff, they don't have time, or they just simply don't care. They're like, I don't know, I don't care about politics, I don't have time for this. I got it. No, I didn't care about politics before too, but when I'm coming to this understanding lately, everything is politics. Everything is politics. Your life is based on politics, right? Everything. How you live, you know, the taxes, the products you buy, everything, you know, the relationships with other countries, how you travel, everything is based on the politics. And I really feel here, besides the election thing, there might be some event taking place, probably in November. What they're gonna do? Boots on the ground. I don't know how, I don't know where, I mean, kind of nowhere, like, you know, Belarus area, probably. Because if you talk about it that often, it's like you already prepare subconsciously people to the point that, oh yeah, there is this dangerous area there. So that's what I'm thinking, but I just want to leave you with this. I would like to know your opinion, and I might be completely like cuckoo in this, but I feel there is, besides the election cuckoo, I mean, but I think there is some truth to this. And definitely BFFs still on, don't you worry. This is very, very karmic relationship. It hasn't been fully worked on yet, but it's gonna come to the end eventually, and there will be some sacrifice. We just don't know who will be sacrificed and who will not, but pain will be on both sides, in my opinion. And one more thing that is very important to remember, that Duda and Biden, they understand each other perfectly, something that we always have to remember, because they are on the same level of communication. Yeah, you know, you become who you surround yourself with, right? Yes, you are. You become who you surround yourself with. So if Duda and Biden are surrounding one another, boy, oh boy, The sky is the limit. Okay guys, I leave you with this. I don't even see if I'm recording. I think I am. I hope everyone is doing great, and tomorrow I will announce my meetup here in Larnaca in Cyprus, probably in the place that I've showed you, but it will be tomorrow. So as I repeat again, all the links are down below this video in the description box. Oh my goodness, I forgot one more article, guys. No, quick info about the nuclear plant, because Poland is going to have the nuclear plant officially. Wait, where do I have this? I've written this down somewhere. Anna Moskva, who is the Minister of Climate. You remember Anna Moskva, who was talking about saving energy, 70 degrees Celsius max in the house during winter. Yes, an important decision for the first nuclear power plant in Poland. It's a milestone. So you can read this article as well, and it goes into details. And that's all I have for you today, everyone. Yes, the countries change, but the noise from the motorcycles or scooters remains. So there is some consistency. Thank you, everyone. Make sure to join me on Locals. Follow me on Instagram. I will be putting some pictures from here, some stories from this area. And I will be here for about a week, maybe a little longer, but I think a week. So follow me on Instagram. If you would like to buy me a coffee, you don't have to. But if you would like to, thank you. It will go towards my trip to China that I will take once the goal is reached. And a lot of Polish people here, by the way, I can hear. And what else? Join my mailing list just in case, to stay in touch. And you find me on Rumble as well. I have to start reposting on Rumble as well. That's all. Thank you everyone for watching. Lots of love, and remember, we are the leading edge and we are saving humanity. Bye guys.